Alright guys, so here we have the 40% Super BUU. We now know how insane the Dokkan Awakenings are for the 50% Vegeta now, and the 50% Kid Gohan. So this Super BUU, quite honestly, could end up being the best of all of these support type units after he awakens. I do say that, but Tien is probably going to have the biggest impact just from how good LR Goku and Frieza are, right? But like, I think this BUU, just as like a unit alone, might be the best of all of them with his healing on his super attack. So let's go ahead. We got him rainbowed. Let's go ahead and see how nasty this BUU can be. Again, I gave him full additionals with that ability of his to heal on super attack, which will be very, very useful. Alright guys, so the 50% supports finally got their Dokkan Awakening. I rainbow BUU a while back. You know, the first part of this video, I mean, this was recorded quite a while ago. So here, we'll go ahead and Dokkan Awaken the Super BUU. Both the 50% Super BUU and the 50% Gohan finally got their Dokkan Awakenings. And again, I rainbowed this guy originally back in October of 2019. What was it? October 25th of 2019. But I ended up deciding, like, because of the fact that the 50% supports, like, they started getting their awakenings, I just ended up never actually doing the Rainbow Showcase of him when he was not awakened. And I was like, I might as well just wait until he Dokkan Awakens now in order to actually do the showcase, right? Now, one thing I do like about some of these 50% supports, like the BUU and Gohan have always been like this, right? Is like the background. So this is BUU when he's fighting Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks on Kami's Lookout, and they destroy Kami's Lookout. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so let me level this guy up, then we'll go ahead and hop into some events. BUU, I don't know where he's going to rank in the top 50% supports. I'm probably going to do a video of the top 10. BUU has got to be top 4 or maybe 5. Maybe 3. I don't know. I feel like Kabe's probably 1. Then like Hit and Rildo are right there. I mean, Kid Gohan as well. It's tough. It's real tough. I don't know. I might have to put Kid Gohan number 2. It's very difficult. But let me level BUU up, and we'll go ahead and test him out on a few teams. Alright guys, so we'll start out on the the Artificial Lifeform / Majin Power category. So of course, this BUU is going to be very interesting on the Majin Power category. Now, I was a bit disappointed that the Exchange Majin BUU did not end up being a extreme physical type. I feel as though that really, really, really would have helped Exchange Majin BUU. I think Exchange Majin BUU is already a super, super good unit. But if this BUU right here was actually like, you know, giving them the 50%, that would be nuts. So let's see what BUU starts out. Oh, wow. Okay. So he's at like 100k defense right there. I mean, that's pretty good considering we are about to get 20% defense and attack per orb, right? Because we know what all the 20% units do. They all function basically the same, right? Where they give 3 key to the typing, and then for, you know, like BUU, it's extreme physical. He gives 50% attack and defense. Now, BUU also, for whatever reason, has way better of an attack animation than all the other 50% support type units. I don't know if maybe they started working on that, like with the intention that his super attack would be at part of Exchange BUU's super attack or something like that, right? Maybe. Or maybe that Super BUU was originally going to be an LR, and that was going to be like his 12 key or something like that, and then they decided, you know what, we'll just make him like a TUR or something like that. Maybe. I don't know. So obviously, when you're running the 50% supports, you know, you are going to want to do things like use the units that can actually get like the buff, right? Now, the thing is, BUU does have several units on his various teams that are going to be able to activate a pretty good amount of his 50% support type buffs, right? So like, let's just take a look at the Majin BUU Saga team, for example, right? If we go there, there is at least, we have what, Dabura, we have the physical Gotenks, we have Kid BUU, there's the free-to-play Majin Vegeta, there's the physical Fat BUU as well. Now, physical Fat BUU is interesting because I think he's going to be coming up on an EZA. I don't know when, but I would imagine him and Tech Majin Vegeta have got to be getting EZA sometime soon. Oh, my cord! Oh, no, no! Oh, you gotta be kidding me. My new cord is already at the point where it's disconnecting. Oh, these Google Android cords suck. Alright, well, BUU is doing the exchange mechanic. Whatever, we missed most of it. Oh, man. The cord lasted like 2 weeks, man. Oh, alright. Alright, so we're not gonna see it, but I also brought TUR Cell, for this, Artificial Lifeform team. This guy's not too bad because he heals, right? So, like, the whole purpose, like, this team, right? Like, this is basically like regen from Dragon Ball Legends or something like that. LR Cell heals, TUR Cell heals, and then the thing that makes this Super Buu really, really interesting, I mean, I guess we'll show it when we go into Extreme Super Battle Road. We'll definitely do that. That's super important because Broly, Chile, and Lemo, right? They get guaranteed dodging with 7 orbs, and they do so much damage. So if you have this Buu creating orbs for them, it's going to be pretty ridiculous. This Buu heals 18% HP on super attack. I have him with 20 additionals. 18% is just, it's honestly, it's just a laughable number. Like, that is huge. That is a monstrous number. Like people, oh, he doesn't seem that good. No. And then remember, like, this Buu is going to have pretty decent links with a lot of these other Majin Buu units as well, right? So there is at 1.85. That's without support. Like, next turn, we're going to get Physical Kid Buu on rotation. That's going to help him out quite a bit. So, you know, he's got things like Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Fear and Faith, Metamorphosis, Wall Standing Tall. Like, those are very common links. And then on the Majin Power team, I mean, honestly, I would say that this Buu probably is the best Super Buu in the game. I mean, obviously, the Exchange Majin Buu would technically be the best Super Buu, but he's like a transformation character, right? But, like, none of the other Super Buus, even the transforming Super Buu, like, I don't think I would actually go ahead and give him the advantage over this 50% Buu, because the 50% units, the ability, again, to just slap 50% attack and defense on the whole rotation, then creating orbs, and then, like, all of them have really powerful super attack effects. I think Tien and Cell are probably the 2 weakest, just because, you know, they greatly lower attack, which is great, but then they greatly lower defense, which is fodder. So, you know, that hurts. They would be a lot better if they were not greatly lowering defense as their secondary ability. I don't understand why they only got 2 also, because, like, they just feel to me way weaker than the other 50% supports, especially comparing it directly to Rildo, who does 3 things, in that he seals, greatly raises attack, and greatly raises defense. So kind of weird, honestly. All right, so this is going to be a really good rotation right here. We got Kid Buu right here. We have Super Buu getting a whole mess of orbs. What is his defense at right here? 200k defense. 200k. Okay. And then he's healing, and then he's going to be over a 2 million attack stat. Like, there you go. You know, the 50% supports are super busted. I don't really recommend summoning for these as much as you can help it. I don't really think it's the best idea. 2.63 is very good. But, you know, if you do a multi or 2 on some of these banners or something like that, and you happen to get lucky, that's, you know, that's going to be really, really good. All right, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm very impressed with the 50% Buu already. I mean, you know, the 50% supports are super busted, right? And the thing is, I think both Extreme Physical and Super Physical are very lacking right now. And we got Broly, Chile, and Lemo, who's very, very good, you know. Definitely, I would consider one of the best units in the game and one of the more interesting units in the game, but not like just like a top-tier juggernaut. Like, just you toss them on the team and they steamroll. Both Super Physical and Extreme Physical need that. So I am hoping that the Tanabata celebration does have either Super Physical or Extreme Physical as, you know, the big Tanabata unit. That's at least what I'm, you know, kind of hoping is going to happen, right? So, okay, let's go ahead and move over now to another one of the teams that Buu is on. Buu is on several different teams, so there's quite a few situations where he's going to be able to be quite good at. Actually, let me get the super attack for this TUR version of LR Cell while we're here, you know, just to go ahead and take a look. I guess this is a unit that I could probably run, you know, in the Extreme Chain Battle as well, at least as one of my friends' supports, right? So, all right, so he's up over 1 million. I mean, we'll take it, right? He's just a TUR of an LR, not like he's the LR or anything. So, all right, on to the next team. All right, guys, now we are over here on the Transformation Boost / Terrifying Conqueror team. Of course, there are several Extreme Physical units that would be able to get the very, very good buff over on this team, right? Like, you know, again, we have the Cooler and Souls unit, which is definitely going to be a very, very big unit that's going to get buffed here. There's so many different units, like, you know, Dragon Ball Super Broly, Second Form Frieza, GT Frieza, Kid Buu, Cell, Full Power Frieza, right? Like, there's actually a lot here that BUU is going to really be able to buff, right? And then even, you know, on Terrifying Conquerors, you have LR Ginyu, again, Deborah, Scouter Vegeta, Raccoon, Lord Slug, you know. So BUU is able to interact with a lot of extreme physical units, so that's good. Like, you know, on a lot of these different teams, he is going to be very powerful in giving extra buffs and stuff like that. So right away, turn 1, we have a pretty decent turn right here. Let me see here. I believe Turles is actually going to be slightly better as a support for BUU. But obviously, Deborah is going to be getting a very, very nice buff, right? So we'll go ahead and leave Turles on rotation, right there. And then, of course, next turn, we're going to get Kid BUU, Turles, and Super BUU. That's going to be super good. But Deborah's going to be really good on, like, the Majin Power category team. Like, working with any version of Majin BUU from the BUU saga. So, you know, like excluding, like, Skinny BUU from Dragon Ball Super, right? Deborah is going to be really good for all of them. Well, I guess... Mr. BUU, hold on, Mr. BUU, the tech orb changer, I believe is on BUU Saga, right? Yeah, he is, and he's super class. He's not going to get the buff from Deborah, because Deborah only is buffing extreme class units, right? So the tech orb changing Mr. BUU, the one from the very end of the BUU Saga, he is not going to get, you know, the good buff, but some of the others are. I mean, I guess we'll do shenanigans while we're here. Let's go ahead and have the double coolers together, right? Like, let's just have a little bit of fun. You know, because there's certain fights where this is like a very, very, which is realistic thing. Like, when you're going through Dokkan events and you just decide to do this right here, like, it's just death, like, to whatever's in your way. You know, because Cooler, you know, once you get him ramped up, transformed, and he's going with his TUR, or his, you know, base form version, and, like, they're just absolutely just animals, like, tearing through everything. Curious what his attack set's going to be right here. He's at 3.22. That's pretty good. Like, you know, basically, like, turn 1 of his transformation. And not only is it 3.22, but it's also a guaranteed crit as well. And then he had the potential to do 2 follow-up super attacks. So, I mean, we know how freaking good he is, right? All right, so this will be a super good rotation. Obviously, the actual, like, pretty much best friend for this Super BUU, it is going to be Physical Kid BUU. Because, like, you know, Physical Kid BUU is giving him, what, 50% attack and defense from his passive? I believe, I mean, they have a lot of links together, too, man. Like, let me go ahead and take a look at this. So, they're getting Majin, which is, what, 10% attack and defense, which is very solid. Then, I mean, Kid BUU has Brutal Beatdown, which is another, what, 10% attack. Does Kid BUU have Metamorphosis? He doesn't. Okay, what's Super BUU at? 2.75, very good. And, like, this is pretty much like a realistic rotation for a Dokkan event. Like, you wouldn't go into, like, a difficult event with a full rotation like this, but you could still have, like, Deborah is a unit that you would run in a difficult event, right? Like, you would not hold off on using Deborah when going through, like, the Legendary Goku event or Super Battle Road or something like that. Deborah is very, very good. Kid BUU is also giving Super BUU Wall Standing Tall, which is 15%. And they also have Infinite Regeneration, which is 3% HP regen. So, basically, Super BUU with with Kid BUU or one of these other BUU units is going to be healing, like, at least 6% HP if it's a rotation of 2 of these BUUs together. And then when he super attacks, he's healing 18%. So, if he's double supering, he could heal 36% HP from his super attack, and then he could be healing 6% HP at least from Infinite Regeneration. And then he's also got Metamorphosis. So if you've got, like, another, like, I think, does Buuhan have Metamorphosis? I think he does. Yeah, he does. Buuhan has Metamorphosis. So does BUU Gotenks. Ooh, okay. BUU Piccolo does as well, but there's no TUR BUU Piccolo. And BUU Babidi does also, actually. Oh, wow, dude. Like, okay, so, like, BUU Gotenks does not have Infinite Regeneration, but he's got Metamorphosis, right? So there's... That BUU Gotenks is coming up on an easy A. Like, he's going to get one soon. Like, for sure. They're going to go back to that Buuhan easy A, and I think they're going to easy A at least 2 units. BUU Gotenks, as well as... what's his name? The Supreme Kai Absorb BUU. The buff BUU. Those 2 are going to get easy A's, and that's going to be a huge buff to a lot of these teams, because like that, like BUU Gotenks is like dead. Like he's not great. And that's going to be a nice buff for BUU Saga, Transformation Boost, Artificial Life Form, Kamehameha, Last Resort Majin Power. And don't forget that BUU Gotenks is extreme physical as well. So, I don't know. You give him, like, 120% attack and defense, and then guaranteed crit against Hybrid Saiyans, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I feel like that would make sense for BUU Gotenks. Maybe a little bit better. Like, I feel like units are typically even a little bit better than that, too. So, maybe BUU Gotenks would be, like, 120% attack and defense start of turn. He lowers superclass enemies' attack by 20%, defense by 50%. Then he does guaranteed crits against Hybrid Saiyans, and then maybe he reduces damage by 20% or 30% or something like that against Hybrid Saiyans. Like, I feel like you do all that, and that would be pretty realistic, and that would make that BUU Gotenks insane if you're going up against Hybrid Saiyans, right? So, this is good. This Super BUU, we needed this guy for the Majin Power team, which is one of the smallest and weakest categories. And, you know, unlike the Majin Power category was unfortunate in that it should have been all Majin units like Majin Vegeta, Deborah, you know, like all those guys should have been in there. Yakon, Bobbity, Bibbity, but stupidly they weren't, right? Which kind of held the category back. But it's still the Majin BUU category, which has more potential than some shit like Signature Pose, right? Because we're going to get LR Kid BUU. BUU Gotenks is going to get an Easy A. You know, we're going to get like a better version of BUU Ultimate Gohan. So, like, the Majin Power category is, I don't think that's one of those categories that's like, why did they make this? It's just that they made it incorrectly. They should have done all Majins, and then had all the BUU units on there as well. That would have been much better. But, like, this, you know, a Majin BUU category I'm totally fine with. And it isn't like you can say, oh, well, it's just the Majin BUU Saga category then. But it's like, well, no, because, you know, they did put Oob on there in 21 and some other characters like that. You know, Oob for the category is good for challenge runs, so that's not the worst thing ever. Alright, so this is Dimension Breaking Wrath, Super BUU. His leader skill is Extreme Physical Key 4 and 120% of stats. Now, right away, that does make him very good for Battlefield and Super Battle Road. Because, again, I think both Extreme Physical and Super Physical are a little bit weak. Probably, honestly, I think they probably might be the two weakest of all the different typings. I know, like, Extreme Tech is very limited, but, I mean, Extreme Tech, LR Broly is better than any unit on Super Physical or Extreme Physical, right? Is there any unit on either of those typings better than Tech Broly? I don't think so. And then, you know, like, Exchange Majin BUU fits very well there, and they've gotten some other good, you know, units, so I don't know. Extreme Tech is okay. I mean, obviously, we need a lot more units for that as well, right? But, like, really, Extreme STR and Extreme Int, I think, are in a very good spot right now. The other typings really could use continuous new units added. But even Extreme STR and Extreme Int, you know, the Extreme, like, typings, like, they have, like, half the characters of the super typings, right? So definitely as many Extreme characters to come out as possible is a very good thing. So BUU's super attack is the Vice Shout, which does supreme damage and recovers 18% HP. So I think giving him full additional could be very good because, you know, you get a double super attack, he's healing, like, over a third of your health. It's insane, right? Like, it's just monstrous. That is going to be crazy. His passive skill, Evil Cry, is physical types get 3 ki. Then he gives 50% attack and defense to extreme physical types. Then he randomly changes ki spheres of a certain type to physical. And then he gets 20% attack and defense per orb. Obviously, all the 20% supports have, or excuse me, the 50% supports have the exact same passive, right? And leader skill. BUU's links are Majin, Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, Infinite Regeneration, Fear and Faith, Wall Standing Tall, and Shattering the Limit. So Super BUU does have okay links because he does have Brutal Beatdown, Metamorphosis, and Fear and Faith, which are, you know, common villain links. Maybe Metamorphosis not too much, but, like, Cooler has got Metamorphosis, right? So that's obviously a big deal. And then, of course, Majin, Infinite Regeneration, and Wall Standing Tall are your traditional Majin BUU links, right? Then BUU's 12 key multiplier is 145%. Do all of the 50% supports have 145% as their 12 key? I actually want to pull a few up just to sort of double check. Okay, so Pan, 145%, Rildo, 145%, and then second form Cell, 140%. Oh, wow. They really did that to Cell. So Tien, I assume, is at 140% as well? He is. Okay, so another reason why the tech supports are a little bit... I'm telling y'all that the tech, like, they might actually be the two worst. The thing about Tien is that his buffs are so insane. Like, I don't know that I could, like, if when I do this top 10, 50% supports, I don't know that I could really put Tien in the 9 spot. But, you know, besides what he does to Goku and Frieza, like, it's just, that lowers defense does nothing. Whereas all these other units have insane super attack effects, right? And then finally, Super BUU is on a number of different category teams here, right? So he is on the Majin Buu Saga team, which, you know, this is a nice update. We got Gohan and Buu. By the way, I am still doing a video on this AGL Vegito. It's just right now, things are so insane. Like, Global Dokkan had stuff going on. You know, LRUI Goku. JP's had this big celebration with all these new units. And, you know, Legends, I'm doing Legends content as well. But I am going to get to that AGL Vegito. He is amazing, amazing, amazing. A super good unit. The Buu Saga team, man, they're just really buffing it now. Like because, obviously, I think that what they might do, they might even do, like, a dual Dokkan Fest with, like, LR Kid Buu, and then, like, you know, LR exchange Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta or something like that. And their leader skills could potentially even just be Super Class Buu Saga and Extreme Class Buu Saga. I feel like that could happen. So, like, that's why, if you notice, like, it's insane the amount of units for both Super and Extreme they've been releasing since, basically, Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku came out, right? Actually, no, the start would be Mr. Buu, but he basically came out with Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So many options, because I really feel like they might be gearing up for that, so they're just making sure we have enough options for both teams, right? So I would expect, like, they just gave us the free-to-play Babidi and Deborah. I would expect probably more free-to-play Extreme Class Majin Buu Saga units coming soon, right? I think when we get the next Buu Saga celebration, they'll focus on Extreme Class free-to-play. I guarantee it. Then over here, we have Transformation Boost, which, of course, I mean, you can't go 5 seconds without God-level units being added to this team. I mean, look, Skinny Buu, Gotenks for Golden Week, you know, Saiyan Day, Bardock is amazing. Then we just got Kefla. This Frieza is a God-level unit against Goku family category, and now the 50% support for Extreme Physical. Nearly every Extreme 50% unit is on Transformation Boost or Terrifying Conqueror, so it's just so crazy. Then he's also over here on Artificial Lifeform, which, again, I'm a big fan of Artificial Lifeform. Finally has a real leader, and Buu will fit very nicely on this team. And then finally, he is on the Majin Power category team. So, you know, just since the Exchange Buu came out, him, Skinny Buu, and now the 50% Super Buu, you know, those probably are the 3 best Buus on the team. And so, you know, that category is going to be getting into a better place moving forward, right? So there we go. There's the 50% Super Buu. Very, very good. We'll see what happens after Chain Battle, but I might give this guy some additional equipment as well to raise his chance for additional. Of all the units in the game right now, do I need to give LR Blue Gogeta more additional, who is already, like, maybe the best unit in the game, and he already is on the best typing in the game, Super STR, or should I buff Super Buu, who's on Extreme Physical, which is going to be way more difficult with way less good units, right? So that's probably how I'm going to operate with equipment on a lot of times, but we'll see, we'll see. So, thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.